So I'm gonna trying to do some culture shock in Thailand, and I will talk about my Thai stories too. Like more than 1 year, I'm really scared to ride motorbike. That's why I never sit behind the motorbike taxi driver. I think at first somtam is common food in Thailand, right? So I feel like it's free. So after check bill, nam pao, nam keng, somtam. Government, I'm one of the Korean and I respect you guys 100% for sure, but I feel like you guys need to change for the people, for the Thai people and for the foreign people too. Welcome back to my channel, and today's content is not about the contents, but thank you for the comment, recommend me to culture shock in Thailand. So I'm gonna trying to do some culture shock in Thailand, and I will talk about my Thai stories too, because nowadays because of the current situation we cannot go to trouble, right? It's quite dangerous to go to trouble. That's why I just trying to make you guys feel like want to go to trouble and make to foreign people to feel like want to travel to Thailand. Alright, I will prepare something on my phone, so that's why I just hold my phone. Alright, let's get it. Actually for me, the first culture shock thing is motorbike taxi. Actually, in Korea, motorbike taxi, we cannot wonder that and we cannot think about it too. But in Thailand, have a lot of motorbike, and motorbike taxi is way cheaper to go somewhere, right? And really quick. That's why I love it. And actually at first, I'm really, like more than 1 year, I'm really scared to ride motorbike. That's why I never sit behind the motorbike taxi driver. But nowadays, after 2 years later and 3 years later, all the time, just motorbike is really comfortable. That's why I just use it. Number 2 is restaurant culture, because when we go to the restaurant, normally in Korea, when I order one main menu, a lot of side dish comes up and water is free too. And that's why when I come to Thailand at first time, I just go to one restaurant and I just order crab pao musap. I think at first somtam is common food in Thailand, right? So I feel like it's free. Nam pao, nam keng, I think it's free because that time I was really young kid, right? After 20 years old, I just graduate the high school and I just came to Thailand. So I don't have a lot of money, right? So I just go to the street food shop and I just order crab pao musap, kai dao. All right, maybe in Korea they charge this, so maybe 5 bahtก็10 baht ได้ And after that they didn't give me some water, so I just said น้ำเปล่าก็น้ำแข็ง So after check bill น้ำเปล่าน้ำแข็งส้มตำ ผมไม่รู้ before because they said to me กินส้มตำไหมนะครับกินนะครับ ก็ for me I feel like it's side dish, but no, it's main menu. So at that time I just got shocked. I think most of the foreign country is same like Thailand, but for me I'm Korean. That's why I feel like this is kind of culture shock, because in Korea most of that is free. And number 3, I is quite sensitive. But for me, LGBT culture in Thailand is quite shock for me, because when I was in Korea, I never saw any other gay and lesbian and transgender before. Yeah, nowadays in Korea I have a lot, but when I was in 20, I just stay in Korea 2 months and then come to Thailand, right? So I usually go to drink some beer in Thailand, but that time, first time to see a lot of LGBT friends. I respect them and I really like them and I really like their mentality and really like their, how to say, everything. Why not? They're really friendly and they're really kind and they're really ใจดีมากเลย they're really nice person and they have their own goals. That's why I respect them. And number 4, most of bar close around 2 a.m. right? But normally in Korea, never finish, Normally in Korea, 24 hours everywhere. The 7-Eleven or any other market like Max Value in Korea, we have a lot of like E-Mart, Costco, and a lot of big franchise shop. Never gonna finish, and all of the bar never gonna finish. Maybe all the shop, if they sell alcohol, they must be finished around in the morning 8 a.m. After that, 2 hours break and restart. At first, I just going to Kaosan with my college friends. I just arrived there around 10 p.m. And after 12 a.m., the staff said to me like, close a little. So, huh? Why? Huh? In Korean culture, never gonna stop for sure because that time was Friday night. But I think for some alcohol lover, I think it's not that good. But for me, I cannot drink more than 2 pitch of the beer because my face is turned to be red so easily. So I think it should be at Korea too because in Korean people always drink too much. Too much, they almost die. Number 5, transportation. BTS, MRT, taxi. We cannot pay by a card. We should be by MRT card and airport link card and BTS card and bus. We cannot pay with the card. I think it should be changed for sure. 100%. Actually, I'm foreigner. It's really hard to travel in Thailand, in Bangkok because I don't know how can I go and it's quite expensive. When I was in Korea, within 30 minutes, if I transport to bus to the subway, we don't need to pay because it's one card should be like, he transported. My house is Ilsan to Seoul, Gangnam is just 1 hour and a half minutes. In Thailand, should be more than 200 baht. For the taxi, 300 baht. Airport link to Payathai to Siam to somewhere, right? It's more than 100 baht, right? But in Korea, just Ilsan to Seoul, 1.5 hours and like cost like 20 baht, 30 baht. Government, I'm one of the Korean and I respect you guys 100% for sure, but I feel like you guys need to change the transportation system for the people, for the Thai people and for the foreign people too. Maybe if you guys change the transportation system, it must be a lot of foreign people travel to Thailand for sure. And about tuk-tuk, for foreign people, too much expensive. My house to Kaosan Road, 200, 180 baht. About for the taxi fee. But tuk-tuk, 400, 500, 600. But most of 80% or 90% of foreign people, they don't know. That's why they pay. But you know, it's not that good. I'm Korean, but I really love Thailand. That's why I can talk in this. Alright, next topic is uniform, about the school. In Korea, middle school and high school have school uniform, but elementary school and college, university don't have any uniform. But in here, university students have uniform, right? Actually, in Korea, after 28, we got, ID card, right? Then it means like almost adult. So we think like when we go to the university, we always like think about the beauty, you know, like, before go to university, most of the girl student go to do some nose surgery and eye surgery and everything for the beauty. After that, going to university with nice clothes and nice bag or car and everything. But in Thailand, it cannot. But I heard that the story why they have uniform because of that one of the people is really rich and one of the people really poor, so they don't want to show up the gap between the rich person and poor person. That's why they make uniform. I think it's really great because in Korea I have this situation too. Actually, most of Thai students hate this sentence, but I think like it's really nice. That's why you guys can keep friends as well. 100%. I hope some of the Korean universities should have uniforms too. Traffic in Thailand, amazing. Wow. Asok to Siam with bean just 15 นาทีได้20 นาทีก็ BTS 15กับ20ได้20 นาทีได้ But when we ride on the taxi ชั่วโมงครึ่ง2 ชั่วโมง What's going on? Please tell me what's going on. Should be changed, but it's really hard to change, right? Because in Thailand have a lot of car, a lot of bus, a lot of motorbike. I think it's really hard to change, but it's just the attractive point for me. Because in Korea, maybe traffic really terrible too. But I hope the big person should be changed this too, right? I respect them as well as a Korean and as a worker in Thai. And I have work permit and everything. That's why I can talk in this way. Because I really love Thailand. And I don't want you guys misunderstood. I know the current situation for sure, but after I talking about this kind of things, I really love Thailand and I really love you guys too, but I really want to stay in Thailand a long time. Really, I really like it. Yeah, actually, all the country have same culture, most likely same for sure, because Thai people is really nice personality and really when they smile to me, their face is really how to say make me cry inside because they looks really happy. But most of Korean people always competition. When I work on the road, if some people looking me, we thinking like this way. Why? Oh, am I look wrong now? Or why? But in Thailand, when they look at me, I feel like like this way. That's why I really love Thailand. So in this hard situation, because of that disease, right? It's really hard situation right now. But I hope you guys keep smiling and keep be positive because I really respect Thailand and I really respect you guys. I can see really nice future in Thailand too. That's why I really want to keep staying in Thailand. Don't forget to be positive and don't forget to keep watching my YouTube clips too, alright? So this is the end of the culture shock content. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share and ring the bell and comment down below. What about you guys? I don't know if you guys travel to Korea or not, but I really want to hear what about Korea. I really want to hear about Thai people's perspective about Korea too, alright? I'm gonna reply to you guys. This is why I like this. Alright? Okay. สวัสดีครับก็เจอกันนะครับโชคดีด้วยนะครับทุกคนรักนะโอเคดี